It started with a 911 call, a teenager whispering he was hiding in a closet.
I heard 2 gunshots downstairs in my parents' room.
Police raced to the house and were shocked to find Dawn and Antonio Armstrong in their bedroom with fatal gunshot wounds to the head, pillows over their faces. Antonio was well known in Houston. He was a former NFL linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers turned motivational speaker.
I want you to pick back up those visions and those dreams that you once had.
But within hours of making the gruesome discovery, cops say the son who called 911 came under suspicion. They say he committed the ghastly act of parricide, murdering his own parents. The motive? Cops say he lashed out because his parents disciplined him over his slipping grades, smoking in the house, and other issues. A.J. Armstrong was released on bail pending trial. He was interviewed by reporter Courtney Fisher of KTRK in Houston.
Did you kill your parents?
No.
Tears rolled down his face as he told how much he missed his parents.
Just to have that again, just 5 minutes, if that's what it was, just to have that again with my mom, my dad, that's all I want.
He was poised, he was very polite, confident, as he has been throughout.
The case dragged on. 2 trials ended in hung juries.
I think the bottom line is it's really hard for people to understand why a 16-year-old would shoot and kill his parents in the middle of the night.
Finally, 7 years later, a 3rd trial was held.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Antonio Armstrong Jr., guilty of capital murder.
A lot has happened to A.J. Armstrong since he made that 911 call at age 16. He's now 23 years old, and he's married. He and his wife, Kate, have a son. She wept as the verdict came down, and no wonder. He was sentenced to life in prison.
The soonest he could get out of prison would be in 2063, after 40 years.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 6. For the son dishonoreth the father, the daughter riseth up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own house. Kol Holeim La, Albanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekak Radash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Micah chapter 7, verse 6. For the son dishonoreth the father, the daughter riseth up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own household. So this is a prime example, of these prophecies being these prophecies coming to life off of the pages, man. Okay, in these end days. Okay, you have a savage, brute, beast. Okay, kids doing stuff like this at the age of 16 just because you're getting corrected by your parents about your grades and you smoking probably smoking weed in the house, what you shouldn't be doing that, period. You get mad because you get chastised by your parents, man. So when your parents are supposed to be teaching you how to conduct yourself in the world correctly, righteously, okay, furthermore under the guidelines and blueprint of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So, look at the aftermath of this, man. This rambunctious, rebellious nigga took his parents out, man. Which, I don't know per se how he got his hands on a modern day sword, which is the gun. I don't know how he orchestrated the plan and then thought he was going to get away with it, but this is just showing you, man, what is more to come, man. It's only going to get worse. And even Yahushua said this when he what I just read. Matter of fact, let's grab that. St. Matthew chapter 10, verses 35 to 36. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Okay, so, you know, even Yahweh Shah HaMashiach spoke of this matter when he was walking the earth, you know, for the last days that we're in right now, man. Okay, you're already seeing on social media platforms kids disrespecting their parents, the mothers, you know, all out here doing all types of wicked, crazy, abominable shit, man. You know, robbing postal workers and, you know, Pizza Hut employees, you know, pizza employees, stuff like that, and robbing men out here walking with their infant kids in their hands, all types of madness, man. And it's only going to increase, man. Okay, it's only going to increase, man. Okay, because these children, especially these young Israelite men, they have the intelligence and the characteristics of a woman, man. Okay, and which we know in this society, these women are unstable. Okay, their emotions are at an all-time high, man. And that's how they make their decisions. Okay, there's no logic, no intellect, no consideration of your actions in this society, man. You know, everybody goes off emotion, how I feel. I know it's no logical thoughts or anything that's been thought about precisely on both ends, the good and the bad, the pros and the cons, as they say. Okay, and this is a clear depiction of what is going to happen on a massive scale, man. Okay, just imagine alone when there's no food. Okay, you can't, you know, go out here and go to the Kroger's giant food line. Okay, Publix, whatever store you go to get your food, Salakia. You know, it won't be that easy, man. Okay, because, you know, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, the Hebrew Edomites, has an agenda, man. Okay, and a part of that agenda is depopulation, man. Okay, but let's continue. Because this, you know, this little nigga and kids that, because that's what they are, they're kids that have this mentality, man, is going to be judged by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and it's not going to be sweet. Okay? Exodus chapter 21, verse 15. And he that smiteth his father or mother. Okay, and that smiteth can be physical or verbal. That smiteth can be confrontational, disrespectful, okay, or physical, man. But in this aspect, it's physical. Okay, you literally, because you were fucking up in school, you know, wasn't taking heed and doing drugs in the house, and your parents, being parents, is supposed to correct you, chastise you, punish you, and again, what? And this is a prime example too, to even show you, man, in two aspects. If Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has not awoken you to this truth, even with both parents being in the household, your kids can still be highly emotional, wicked, and off, man. Okay? There's no in between, man. Okay? Period, man. We have to and must follow the instructions, the guidelines, the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to live correctly, man. Okay? Exodus 21, verse 15. And he that smiteth his father or his mother shall be surely, okay? That means it's going to happen. Guaranteed, certified, stamped, sealed, and delivered by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shall be surely put to death. So this little nigga might die in jail, man. Okay? He might come across a Jake in jail that might hear what he's done. It's like hear what he has done and take him out, man. Okay, because there's a lot of Jakes in jail and in this world that wish they had both of their parents, man. Wish they had a father figure in their life, man. Okay? So he's surely going to be put to death. And again, man, the mother and the father was doing right and chastising him and correcting him for going off, man. Okay, even though we know the truth about, you know, school and everything else is just teaching you how to be an obedient servant to this society, okay, and furthermore to Esau. But let's grab this. This is Ephesians chapter 6, starting off at verse 1. Children, obey your parents in Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, for this is right. So even if your mom's a crackhead, even if your mom don't treat you or your dad don't treat you like they love you, whatever the case may be, you're still supposed to honor and obey and respect your parents, man. Ain't no fucking in between, man. I know a lot of simple niggas that, which, it is what it is, man. Our life is written out by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for whatever reason he sees fit, okay? But that don't give you a right to be disrespectful, man, okay? You still must honor, respect, and obey your parents, man. Verse 2, honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise, man, the first commandment with promise. And why is this? Continuing on, verse 3, that it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on earth, man. Okay, because if you can't obey your earthly parents, how are you going to obey the creator, your real father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai? It ain't going to happen, man. You don't have no morals. You don't have no standards. You don't have no integrity. You don't have nothing. You're just stubborn and rebellious and dishonorable, man. And the Lord is going to take you out, man. Point blank, period, man. Again, verse 3. That it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest live long on earth. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath. Okay, but in the situation that we're hearing about, there is no reason for this young man to be provoked against his father or his mother in the situation with them correcting him about being on the right track, making something of himself, having some order, because again, we're here in captivity. Baruch chapter 3 verse 8, we're subject to payments, man. You can't accomplish any type of fucking plantation job without some type of education, man, according to the customs of this captivity, man. Okay? And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nature and admonition, okay, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That means counsel of warning. Okay, we're supposed to edify our children with the counsel of warning in our history, so they can have that fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, let me look up that word real quick. Salakia. Bear with me. Salakia. Admonition. That's the word, admonition. So again, and ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nature of admonition of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So what does that mean? An act or action of authoritative counsel of warning. An act or action of authoritative counsel of warning. So we're supposed to, make sure to fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man, so you don't slip and fall, man. But let's continue on. Because, again, man, you got to honor your parents, man. Point blank, period, man. Sirach, chapter 3. I'm going to read verses 6 to 7. He that honoreth his father shall have a long life, and he that is obedient unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai shall be a comfort to his mother. So he that is obedient unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So what does that mean? Let's grab another precept real quick. I'm gonna go to Job real quick. So if you're obedient to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, what's the first thing that you should do? How do you get that knowledge, that wisdom, and that understanding? How do you learn how to move correctly? Okay, it starts with fear. And let's prove that. Job 28, verse 28. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding, man. So that understanding of how to move, how to be structured, how to follow the format, the blueprint, the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you first and foremost have to fear him and flee and depart from wickedness, and then understanding shall be revealed to you. Let's grab one more. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. The fear of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Okay? For by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. So that's how you live a long life, with following, honoring, and respecting your parents, man. You have to fear the Lord, man. You have to understand that the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, set up earthly parents for you to be instructed and learn and how to be obedient, okay? Obedient, fearful towards your parents, because it all begins with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So back to Sirach, chapter 3, verses 6 and 7. He that honoreth his father shall have a long life, and he that is obedient unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, shall be a comfort to his mother. He that feareth Yahweh will honor his father, and will do service unto his parents as to his masters, man. So with your parents correcting you and telling you that you're going off, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and chastising you, okay? Bowing down your neck, not sparing that rod, which means, punishing you, whipping you. Okay, because, a whipping's not going to kill you, man, but it shall and will keep you from seeing hell, which is the grave, man. Okay? And trust and believe me, I've gotten all types of ass whoopings. I've gotten ass whoopings with hangers, shoes, switches, extension cords, punches, all that, man. All that. And the closest I've been to jail is in processing. That's it. I haven't served no time. Okay? And I know damn well how to respect somebody. All right? So let's continue. But these children right now, hey man, the only way for them right now is either the Lord going to wake them up or just judge them, put them to death, man. And right now it's looking like death. Colossians chapter 3, verse 20. Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well pleasing unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. But it's the opposite in this society. Okay, you got the kids telling the parents what to do. You got the kids saying they're gonna call CPS, the police, if you touch me. Okay, you got the kids doing whatever they please, man. Out here running the streets, pants halfway off their ass, running around with guns, robbing people, selling drugs, having babies at an age where they're not even mentally mature. All types of stuff that they're doing that they're not supposed to be doing, man. Okay? Verse 21, fathers, provoke not your children to anger, lest they be discouraged. So what does discouraged mean? Okay? Loss of confidence, disheartened. Okay? Loss of confidence, disheartened. And that's what these parents did. And that's what the father did. The father had seen, and the mother too, that their son was discouraged, man. Okay, which means having a loss of confidence, man. So in order for sometimes you gotta do tough love, man. And especially in this captivity, this society where everything's upside down, they want the men to be feminine, soft, weak, have estrogen. You gotta have nothing but tough love, man. Okay? Because the men in this society is not men. Okay? They're grown men with the mentality of a little girl, man. Yes, you heard me. They're grown men with the mentality of a little girl, man. Because that's how the men act. Okay? And the women act like grown women with the mentality of little boys, man. Okay? Everything is flip-flopped upside down, man. Let's close out here. Because you're going to see more of this, man. As it says in St. Matthew 24, verse 12, man. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall what? Wax cold. So it's going to be a lot of boo-hooing and crying, a lot of death, a lot of kids, going against their parents, a lot of parents going against their kids, etc., man. Okay, neighbor against neighbor, brother against brother. Okay, Egyptian against Egyptian. Okay, I believe that's Isaiah chapter 19, man. All right. So this is Sirach chapter 16, starting off at verse 1. Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children. Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, man. And that's what we have in this society right now is a multitude of unprofitable children. Okay, hey, look, man. Whether if you believe it or know it or not, your women, these children, they belong to Esau, man. Okay, we'll have our nation back, and our nation will be back in the mindset of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's customs, man. But right now, our people are so indoctrinated with the philosophies, the rudiments of this world, which is ran by Esau, man. Okay, so your children, these women belong to this society, man. Okay, period, man. Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. Okay, because look, man, we all know the end of that, man. Okay, follow not your own mind, man. Your own mind leads you to destruction. Okay, and furthermore, the people, 2/3 of our nation are walking in utter darkness, man. Void of light, man. Okay? We're just waiting. They're just literally just waiting to be judged, man. Everybody's walking very proudly, man. And this is a proud, this is a proud crime that this nigga right here committed, man. And again, man, this is a prime example of one of our people showing the attributes and characteristics of an Edomite, man. This is shit Esau does, man. Ye are of your father the devil, man. He was a liar from the beginning and the first murderer, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. John chapter 8, verse 44, man. This is shit Esau does, man. Prideful as hell, man, to literally execute your parents and then go call the police. Act like you hiding and telling the police you heard shots in your parents' room, knowing damn well you did it. And furthermore, man, the laws of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, this nigga's supposed to be put to death, man. He's supposed to be put to death. It shouldn't have took no damn 7 years for them to find him guilty of life, man. He's supposed to be put to death, man. But Esau's ways, man, are unrighteous and unbalanced and just wicked and off, man. Completely, man. How was this little nigga able, from 16 to 23, be able to get married, bust off nuts, and bring forth a child and all this, man? I hate this place, man. Salaki, verse 2. Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai be with them. And this is a prime example of no fear of the Lord, no reverence, no consideration, nothing. I can get away with it. I can do whatever I gotta do. They'll believe me. So because of this young nigga's education and how his parents attempted to raise him, he was able to be free for 7 years, which represents completion, before he went to jail for life to make a kid get married and live it up for a little bit, man. Verse 3. Trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude, for one that is just is better than 1,000, and better it is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly, man. And look, man, I take these 3 precepts to heart, man, because my children are ungodly, man. And I didn't treat my father messed up. I didn't, do anything really disrespectful to my father. I love my father. So I don't know, maybe I'm being chastised by my kids from a different life right now. So I don't know, but hey, man. It's going to be a lot of kids it's going to be saved, and it's going to be a lot that's going to be put to death, man. So, hey, man, the love of many shall wax cold, man. Point blank, period. So I don't want to rock this out. Hoping I pray this is edifying and uplifting to the true, sincere Aki and Waf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Call Holayim La, Abanawa Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Watha Wada Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you to the power and spirit and words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. Adawan Ratazah until the next one. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.